You also are quick to tie a lot of this into the issue of home health care. Yes. And that's something that you seem to be passionate about. And this is a growing issue in our district. It's definitely a growing issue. In this region.
For me, it's personal. My father had Alzheimer's, and my mom took care of him at home. She did it for about 5 or 6 years. And of course, toward the end of that, it became much more difficult as he became less mobile and then bedridden.
This is a story that many of us have been through.
Exactly. And seeing what she had to go through to get health services is what inspires me to take this on. She was able to find people, but because she lived in upstate rural New York, it's hard to find people. Mm-hmm. And those people are not well paid. So oftentimes she'd augment their salary with money under the table. She'd augment the salary by letting them use a car that she had access to because she valued them and valued the services they gave. But they were not making a living wage. So that's one issue, is they don't make living wages in most of the home health care service industry. And we need them. And the other thing that we really need to understand is within the next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be 750,000 to 1 million jobs in this service industry.
Yeah.
And that's a huge economic change because we're getting older, and it's not, and I also want to point out, it's not just older people that need home health services. It's young people too. If something happens to them medically, whether it's, a paralysis or some other injury or some other illness, having care in your home, to me, is the most humane thing.
Yeah, most people want to stay at home, and most of the evidence shows that it's usually beneficial for people in terms of physical and psychological health to stay at home, but it's really expensive usually.
It's expensive, it's hard to find people, and we don't value those workers the way we should value those workers. That's the bottom line too. And there's movements in the state to highlight that and to make sure that home health workers get a living wage.
Do you think we need more legislation around this issue?
I think we need support. I think we need economic support for that. I think we need kind of a bully pulpit too, to talk about the value of this and make sure people understand the value of this. And I think we need to, and there's legislative things that have been done in different states where you can pick your home health care worker, you get to choose who it is, you get to interview them and work with them, or if it's a family member, you can pay the family member to do it. All of those things are legislative changes, legislative things we can do. But the key is to focus on, this is a problem we're all facing. This is an issue we're all facing. And let's talk about and dialogue and figure out the right answer to all of these, to this, and make it happen.